Hello everyone and welcome to the landmark 30th tournament of Irish Warrior. Last time was very difficult, especially on stage 2. We saw 14 people get there and just 2 survived it. And then stage 3 proved to be very difficult as well, as nobody even got to the cliffhanger. Will we see a little bit more success today, or will the course strike back again? It is time to find out. The first stage looks pretty similar to last time, albeit there are a couple modifications. First obstacle is the momentum rings. This was the big killer last time, taking out 18 competitors. Third tournament here for the momentum rings. Jump your way across the 6 rings. They get narrower as you go. And then the traffic cones, 3 cones that get smaller as you go. Got to keep your speed up and make your way across that. And then the magic wands as the third obstacle. Make your way across those 6 wands, increasing angle. And then it's a new obstacle, the butterfly effect. You have 3 pallets that get increasingly higher and tougher to land on. Once you land that third one, you kind of got to make a corner jump similar to Pandora's box to a wider ledge. You got to stick that ledge and run to the dismount. Tricky obstacle. We'll see how our competitors handle it. And then it's the triple hurdle. Came back in the last tournament and did a fair amount of damage. And then the block party got moved to this point in the last tournament as well, same as before. You make your way through that, you go under the little black wall, and then you climb the 2 escape walls, and if you get to the end in a reduced time limit of 90 seconds, you are on to the second stage. Yeah, whopping 2-second time cut this tournament for those keeping track at home, as we're off with Tofani IV, Tofani 4, but Roman numerals, and oh, he was on the 4th, jumping for the 5th, and that did not go well, and Tofani is the first momentum ring victim of the tournament, as we're on to Humby 98. There are not 98 rings like the last competitor. I made the joke with the 4th ring. Oh, he's to the 5th. Oh, whoa, big lag going for the 6th. And Humby also out on the momentum rings. That is a hot start. We're on to Ligaro 02. He makes past the 2nd ring. All right, I'll stop making that joke now. But yeah, Ligaro looking good. And yes! Oh, we have somebody rooting him on. I think it might be Humby there. Giving him support. Ignore that one. But Ligaro is through the traffic cones as well and on to the magic wands. Sending it across. This seems to be the popular strat. And Ligaro looking like a veteran, looking good. The butterfly effect is reset, but he's going to hit the switch anyway and be the first to take it on. To the 2nd, the 3rd, going for the corner jump, and he can't stick the ledge. Maybe it was just a little too wide there, and Ligaro couldn't land it. But a very promising debut performance. And speaking of promising newcomers, we have number 4, Captain J09, a new jumper to the scene, and he has been jumping at a very high level. First place in the Elite Challenge and some other good runs. Looking forward to seeing how he does here in this tournament. Captain J through the first obstacle, no issues, and now on to the traffic cones. Never to be overlooked. Captain J's got it, though. And now the magic wands. Keeping a good rhythm, keeping his pace under control, and he is through that onto the butterfly effect. The 1st, the 2nd, big jump up to the 3rd. Oh, he gets a slide, and he can't stick the left side of the wall. That is unfortunate for Captain J. A really bad time to get a slide. A little unlucky, I do have to say. But Captain J out on the new obstacle. But this takes us on to Gen Dog, otherwise known as Smoke Tanks, a new member to the community. Very excited to do a run. Oh, he looks like Elite popped up there to give him some love. All right, Gen Dog or Smoke Tanks. I'll use those interchangeably, I guess. But yeah, Gen Dog is off. He's to the 5th, going for the 6th. Oh, no, you can't touch that post. That is out of bounds. And unfortunately, not the debut I'm sure Smoke Tanks was looking for. But following that, we had Captain Chadster, who took some time to acquaint himself with the 1st ring before missing the jump to the 2nd. And then we had Demon Ben K, and he was a little all over the place, but kind of kept in a straight line, and that's not the way you want to do that, as it will come back to get you eventually, as he failed to jump to the 6th one. And then we had the first member of the Halo Lounge group, Spider Case, missed the jump to the 3rd ring. And we're going to go ahead and mid-cut here into Halo Legend through the second obstacle, the traffic cones, and onto the magic wands. Yeah, so we have a big group here from the Halo Lounge Discord server. Elite MKB kind of helped organize some of these competitors that you're about to see. Halo Legend already did better than the first one, and now Halo Legend taking on the new obstacle, the butterfly effect. Oh no, you can't do that. Tried to save jump that third one when it was already falling down. He lands the support that is out of bounds, and Halo Legend. Oh, and he's going to stick the ledge anyway, so he's going to be the first person to beat the butterfly effect, but do so illegally. And he missed the jump onto the first pole of the triple hurdle. Bit unfortunate, but yeah, promising debut run for him as well, as we're on to TTV Clear Hit, another Halo Lounge competitor, and he is through the first obstacle. And now on to the traffic cones. The first, the second, comes up short of the third one. Oh, he's trying to stay alive, but yeah, that death barrier will get you eventually. Now, number 11, Poison Pixie. You can see Elite MKB and a couple others kind of wrangling the troops to get everybody to go in formation here. They all ran at the same time. It's pretty funny. Poison Pixie through the first obstacle. Well done. A little bit of a run up the ring there to beat that first obstacle, but can't get through the second obstacle. Came up short of the second cone. But now we have Google. Great search engine. Oh, not great jumper, unfortunately. Misses the jump to that second ring. Hopefully you can come back and do better next time, as we're on to Chubby Nugs. Oh, no. Nugs ran up that third ring and had no forward momentum. Was definitely directionally challenged there. That is a tough break. And now we have Bear, 3179. He's also going to try and run up the ring a little bit, but he's making his way through to the fifth, and he runs off that fifth one. Oh, no, we got a little bit of a streak going on here on the momentum rings. That's a little unfortunate. But now we have Blaze Gunner, 8004, hoping to change the fortunes, as the rest of the Halo Lounge competitors are all kind of punching themselves on the starting platform. But Blaze Gunner is to the the fifth, the sixth, and no, misses the dismount. Didn't get enough speed off that last ring. It is a big dismount. You learn that the hard way. And now we have Rainbows Are Fun, female competitor, and excited to do a run here. Rainbows just about makes that dismount. And now on to the traffic cones. Oh, not enough speed to get to that first one. Tough break there, but at least beat the first obstacle. So good job for that. And we're on to Zaruka. Zaruka's to the fifth, the sixth, and through. Nice dismount there. Zaruka onto the traffic cones. Oh no, short of the first cone as well. A bit of an instant replay there. Two competitors in a row. And now we're on to Stay Mad, 2298, the 11th and final hope for the Halo Lounge, hoping to make an impact here. All right, traffic cones now. Oh my goodness, 3 competitors in a row fail that first cone. We might need to avoid that. Get a lot of speed to get to that first one, at the very least. It's supposed to be the easiest jump, but regardless, we're all returning competitors the rest of the way, beginning with Ranger Dukes. He was here 2 tournaments ago. He beat the momentum rings just like that, but then failed the traffic cones, and he's back here again, taking some time to size it up, and now here he goes for it. Ranger, oh my goodness, 4 competitors in a row missed the first jump. I'm serious, it's not that hard, but just gotta get more speed, I guess. But now we're on to Fun Monkey. He is here for his 3rd time. I believe his gamer tag before was Monkey Boy. He used to be known as Potholed Soup. But yeah, he's kind of an on and off competitor in the scheme of jumping, as you can see with tournament 16 and 24 previous appearances. He makes the first cone, the second, the third, just barely, and he gets through that. And now he will take on the magic wands. If he beats this, it's a personal best. Oh, he will not do that. He comes up short of that 3rd wand. And Fun Monkey is out. This takes us on to number 21, Wild Sasuke, otherwise known as Game Show. Hard to believe. 10th appearance already for Game Show. Where has the time gone? But yeah, Game Show's had a couple of good runs, notably Tournament 24, where he shocked himself, getting all the way up the escape wall. But yeah, a bit up and down, and good to have him back after he missed the last tournament. Big run up that 5th ring, almost came up short of the 6th, but he is through that, and now onto the traffic cones. This took him out last time he was here. He also misses the first cone. What is going on here? That jump is not any different than it was before, but our competitors are making it look extremely difficult. But yeah, that is unfortunate. And now we have an interesting intro here. It looks like they're walking somebody into the abyss. I'm bad about remembering who people are and their armors and stuff like that. But Avow's a samurai. Great to have him back. His first run here on Halo Infinite. We have not seen him since Tournament 19. Avow's off on the momentum rings and through that. Now the cones. All right, my first jump is good. That's obviously the problem spot so far, and he is through that obstacle. And now the magic wands. Looking good. Almost overshot that fourth one, but keeps it under control and is through that. And now it is the butterfly effect. Nobody has beaten it yet. This is the first, the second, the third. Oh my goodness, he somehow hangs in there. I can't believe he made that jump. Somehow he's still alive. He's the first to tackle the triple hurdle today. First time attempting it. He gets the first one. Now got to run down, line up the second one. Lands the pole, lands the log. 35 seconds left. The Valves slowing down a little bit on this obstacle, but making it through. Save jump. He is good. Taking some more time. Gets off. 26 seconds. He's got to go. Oh no, he's hitting the switch. That's going to cause him some more time. It's already reset for him. But Avow's got to keep moving, and he comes up short of that third block. Kind of landed right on the far edge of that second one. Oh, that is a tough break, but we got to see that butterfly effect one more time. First competitor to beat it. You can see he gets a low jump off that second one, which caused him to just barely land that third one, just avoid disqualification, getting a jump off of that third pallet. Very impressive. A little scary, I won't lie, but very cool to see him pull that off. But unfortunately here on the block party with time ticking down, you can see how low he lands on the second block. You want to be landing right at the top. And unfortunately, Avow's is out on that obstacle. But now we have Elite MKB. Elite cleared in Tournament 28, but unfortunately last tournament was the only competitor to fail the Rail Canyon, which is now been removed for a arguably harder obstacle since it's already taken out more than one competitor in the butterfly effect. So we will see how Elite can bounce back from last time. Elite looking good so far through the momentum rings, and he is through that. Now the traffic cones. Through that, no problems. Magic wands, so far so good. You can see him kind of jumping out a little bit, trying to just keep his distance control under wraps, and so far he's looking good. Now for the butterfly effect. Oh, a bit of a slide off, but he gets that right side of the wall, and he is good. 51 seconds going for the triple hurdle. First one is good. Now, line up, go for the second one. This is Elite's first time attempting this obstacle as well, since he debuted in Tournament 25, failed the first obstacle, and then didn't get here last time, but he gets through it. 33 seconds left, a lot more time than Avow's. And he lands much closer to the top, gets to the third, the fourth, the fifth. Gonna wisely pause on this one, line it up. You gotta time this one right. It's the toughest of the bunch, but he gets it. 20 seconds left. Elite MKB back to the double escape wall, up the first and one. And now, just gotta make that left-hand turn. He's up the second one. Elite MKB, a very... Oh, hang on. Oh, a whiff. Oh, my goodness. That was a waste of 2 or 3 seconds there. He could have had, 8 or 9, but regardless, 6.08. But a very solid run by Elite MKB. He is the first clear of Irish Warrior Tournament 30, and well done to him. Nope, some of his friends are coming up there to join him. They're getting some practice in on the double escape wall as well. There's a passenger seat entrance, but well done there by Elite MKB. So for the second time, he will be moving on to Stage 2. And somebody that would love to move on to Stage 2 for his first time is number 24. It is Snoz. Now, Snoz failed the triple hurdle last time, but he has continued his trend of just putting in a lot of practice. He is absolutely determined to get his first clear today. I love to see him do it. Come on, Snoz. The first obstacle. Takes a second here to line up for the traffic cones. They've been difficult today, but he is to the third and across that, the obstacle that took him out 2 turns ago. Now the magic wands. He has his strategy that he likes to stop on the third one. He will do that again. It takes a little bit more time than I would have thought, but he's still moving good. And across. 56 going into the butterfly effect. The second. the third. A slide as well. A little interesting, but he makes it happen. And now 45 seconds left going for the triple hurdle. First one is good. The second one is, I believe, where he failed last time. Snoz runs off the second pole, and Snoz out on the triple hurdle again. He's expressed before how hard he thinks this obstacle is, and unfortunately it stops him once again. Tough break for Snoz. Hopefully we can see him come back next time and get that first clear. But now we move on to number 25. You can know that intro from a mile away. It is Gotenks. Gotenks has not done great really in this era, or really in general since his first clear back in Tournament 21. So hoping to maybe get back on the right track here as he's through the first obstacle, the momentum rings. Now going for the traffic cones. As he's through the first, flies over the second. Gotenks out on just the second obstacle. The traffic cones continuing to take down competitors. And now we're into the second half, and the first milestone competitor, still with perfect attendance. We have 6 celebrating a 30th appearance today, and the first of them is this man. Behind the momentum ring. There we go. Bubba Ace. Bubba, unfortunately, last time was one of many to go down at the hands of the triple hurdle. But, we'd love to see Bubba get that second clear here today. Cleared for the first time in Tournament 3. Why not make the second in Tournament 30? And then, hopefully he would clear before Tournament 300 then. I digress. That's a bad trend. Okay, Bubba now on to the second obstacle here. The traffic cones. Lands that first one a little awkwardly, but he's to the third and gets off of it. A little bit of lag, but no problems there as he is on to the magic wands. Bubba to the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. Oh no! He runs off that fifth one. Couldn't get a jump off. And Bubba Ace down at the third obstacle. But still awesome to have him back once again. And now we have Sunnyside Splash. A competitor that's been a little bit on and off in appearances, and unfortunately it appears he used a lot of his form in Tournament 17 when he debuted and cleared on the first appearance. Since then, it has been tough sledding, especially here on Halo Infinite in his 2 appearances. But through the first obstacle, and now on to the traffic cones. Sunny to the oh no! Oh, lag! Oh, and he's still out. Oh my goodness, I thought he flew over. The second one was gone, but it kind of was the bringer of things to come as he barely got a jump off that second one, flew over the third, and Sunnyside Splash down on the second obstacle as well. And this takes us to number 28, JunSatoCyan. Like Elite, cleared for the first time in Tournament 28, but he went down on the triple hurdle last time. So hoping to get through that and maybe, just like Elite, get his second trip to Stage 2 today. A little bit close on that third cone, but he is through the second obstacle and now onto the magic ones. Just saw Bubba go down here. Cyan looking good. And through that onto the butterfly effect. 59 seconds. Cyan to the second, the third. Going for the wall, save jumps, he's good. 52 seconds as he gets up that, and now onto the triple hurdle, the first one. He gets a save jump on the log, he's good. Oh, he's gonna get this run to the side and then stick the pole. Oh my goodness, that's a strange technique. I don't know what he was trying to do there. He was trying to almost like double jump it, like, similar to how you do a cliffhanger ledge, and I don't think that really worked out for him. Probably just could have backed up and got just kind of a late jump off of it. And I digress. It's easy to armchair quarterback when you're the course designer. In any event, we will move on to somebody that loves to armchair quarterback, especially about Chargers and Giants quarterbacks. It is Alpha Puma. We have not seen him since Tournament 25, so first time taking on this era's course. Puma onto the traffic cones. Oh, he's going to save jump. The Puma Save Jump Academy appears to still be open, and he gets through the second obstacle. Puma now onto the magic wands. He's going to save jump that one. And oh my, is he going to save jump all of them? It's going to be time consuming. He's already down to less than a minute. He save jumps the fourth, and the time is starting to tick down. He's got to pick it up here a little bit, and he gets through. All right, so a lot of our competitors have gotten there with about a minute left, and he only beat the magic ones with 50 seconds left. He gets a slide as well, but he sticks the wall with a save jump. It wouldn't be Puma without a save jump. And now he's onto the triple hurdle. He's got to move here. 35. I thought he was going to run right for it, but he stopped there, set himself up, but he gets the second one. And now 27 seconds going for the third. Puma gets through the triple hurdle that took him out in tournament 25 last time he was here, but he's got 21 seconds for the blocks. He's got to cook. Puma going for the fourth, gets a bit of a low jump and can't get to the fifth. Puma was going to have to full send it there and then be perfect on the double escape wall. Too many save jumps early on in the run, and it came back to bite him. That is unfortunate, but it takes us on to number 30. Drago is back. After missing the last tournament, Drago is in fact back. He failed the pipe vault last time he was here, and that got removed in the last tournament for the returning triple hurdle. So Drago hoping to get by the replacement, maybe get a personal best, and maybe get his first stage 1 clear today. I'd love to see it from him. Drago, the second, the third, and gets through the traffic cones that took him out on his debut. And now it's this third obstacle that took him out on his second appearance. Man, that's kind of a murderer's row here for Drago. Unintentional, but he gets through that. And now it's a new obstacle to him and to everyone. The butterfly effect, he slides on the second one. A lot of sliding going on. And he slides a little bit on the wall, but he is good. 50 seconds going for the triple hurdle. Drago makes that first one. Now running down, gonna line it up, go for the second one. Comes up short. That was not the cleanest landing on that second pole, and you could see he just got a bit of a sloppy jump off of it. And Drago down on the triple hurdle. This takes us to number 31, Super Ninja Jake 2. We have only seen him twice previously on Halo Infinite, and he is back after a couple tournaments missing out. He had a great run in Tournament 27, fell right at the end of Stage 1 on the Rail Canyon. Hoping to get back to Stage 2 for the first time since the last Halo 5 tournament. Was one of just 8 competitors to beat Stage 1 in that tournament. That proved to be actually a pretty difficult Stage 1. Would love to see Jake return to form. Oh, a little sloppy on that third cone, but he is through that and on to the Magic Wands. This took him out in Tournament 26. Magic Wands were very tough in that tournament. Oh, almost overshot that last one, but he's good. And now on to the butterfly effect. Bit sloppy landing that first one, going to the second. The third, it tips way down on him. You could see he was kind of jumping off closer to the edges. It's kind of the risk you run on this obstacle. You got to find the balance of landing in the middle and not having the thing tilt too much, but also, getting the tilt necessary and getting around the corner to then make the wall. But here's somebody we have not seen since Tournament 25. It is Sonic Fan 10193, and it wouldn't be a Sonic Fan intro without him trying to get on top of the entrance sign like he did back in the day on Halo 5. But yeah, Sonic's been busy with school and life, and easy for me to say considering I had an 11-month gap between uploading tournaments here not too long ago. So good to have Sonic back, and he's jumping down the champions signs as well. Just trying to drag out his entrance theme. Sure, yeah, we'll go with it. A grand entrance here for this landmark tournament. And you can see he used the grapples from the hammer drop on Stage 2. But Sonic hoping to beat this first obstacle at the very least, because that's unfortunately where he failed the last time he was here, when he went down on the tombstones in a big shocker. Sonic is through. All right, now it'll be his first time taking on the traffic cone since he didn't get to the fourth obstacle in Tournament 25. It's been the second all-era, and he is through that. Now the Magic Wands. He beat this in Tournament 13 en route to a Stage 1 clear. So Sonic should be familiar, and he is through that. And now the butterfly effect. The second, the third, a bit of a sloppy jump, a save jump. He sticks the ledge, and he is across. 50 seconds for the triple hurdle. Sonic gets the first one. And he's going to do this run strat along, get a bit of a side jump. Oh, he's going to have to save jump that second one, but he's fine. Going for the third. Sonic gets right off. 35 seconds, plenty of time in hand. Sonic looks really good here. The third block of the block party, first time taking on this obstacle. He's to the fifth, and he's going to take a second, time it up. Sonic gets off. 21 seconds left. Sonic's got time, just got to execute. First escape wall is good. 15 seconds left. Sonic going for the second. Oh no, he was high, but he couldn't get into it on the first attempt. Second attempt is no good either. Oh, this is a make or break. Sonic can't get it. Sonic fan. Oh my goodness, so much time in hand, and it doesn't matter if you can't get up that last escape. Oh my goodness, he took one more try and he got it too. That is so unfortunate. Sonic looked like he had never been away. All that rust, and he just looked great, but that last escape wall just couldn't get the height, just didn't have the right technique, just panicked maybe a little bit on that last attempt. Either way, Sonic out on the last obstacle. That is truly unfortunate. But this takes us on to number 33, the first of I gotta save this because he's the second competitor to run for the 30th time. Regardless, the first of the competitors that cleared in Tournament 2. There you go. Atlantic cleared for the first time there. He has 17 clears to his name. But it's been a little bit of tough sledding the last couple tournaments, failing in Deep Stage 1. Atlantic changed his gamer tag back to Atlantichamp. He dropped the sword running for the traffic cones. That's a bold strategy. We'll see if that pays off for him. Going to the third and gets across. All right. Atlantic basically has two accounts, and one sometimes he's by his brother, which is this one, and he's a busy college boy, so good to have him keep his perfect attendance up on a weekend where he wasn't at college. So as Atlantic going for the ledge and gets through that. 49 seconds left now, going for the triple hurdle. A bit of a crazy technique jumping into it, but he gets that first one. He was kind of the originator of this side run technique. He did it a few tournaments back. I believe he failed actually doing it, but he was the one to kind of come up with it. But he gets through that no problems, and now he's back to the block party that took him out in the last tournament. It's to the third, the fourth, the fifth. Oh, he almost went right for it, but he's going to wisely take his time. Who would have thought? Atlantic kind of maturing and taking his time. He's a new man, but he is through that. Now going for the double escape wall. First one is good, but you can't take these for granted. As we just saw from Sonic Fan, Atlantic is up the second wall, and he will run to the buzzer and run to another clear. 7.15 seconds left. And Atlantic moves to 60% on the first stage of Irish Warrior, and it will be awesome to see him take on stage 2 once again. And now this theme song and a single shot and orange armor. It can only mean one man, the host of Spartan Ninja Warrior, Flameosaurus. He is match chumpy in the last 2 tournaments, failing the 6th obstacle each time. A bit of a lag there, thankfully. But Flame hoping to avoid falling to 50% on stage 1. As he's through the first obstacle, going right into the cones. The second, the third, and he is off. Flame actually failing consecutive stage 1s. That had not happened since, I believe it was tournaments 4 through 7. Flame failing consecutive stage 1s. He had done a really good job of bouncing back whenever he had failed stage 1. Never had consecutive stage 1 fails for a long time as he gets a save jump, lands the ledge there on the butterfly effect. Now going for the triple hurdle. Flame lands that first log. Now running to the second, getting 2 good jumps there. The third now, Flame sets up, goes for it. Lands the third log, save jumps that, no problems there, and he's got 33 seconds for the block party. He's going to jump a little bit to the far left there, but he's good. Stop on that third one, the fourth, the fifth. Going to line it up, take his time, no problems with that. He's to the pole, jump up. He's got 19 seconds left. Flame makes the first one. Going to jump up, go for the second one. Can't get it. Oh boy, he just watched his fellow Texas Longhorn fan, Sonic fan fail there, but thankfully Flame will not, and he will get to the buzzer with 5.79 seconds left. Flameosaurus will be moving on to stage 2 once again. Oh, he's going for a bit of a joyride and spins out of control. And oh my goodness, look at how high that tire went. That was pretty crazy, but well done there to Flame. And now we're on to the first of our competitors that cleared in the last tournament. We have number 35. It is K-Fly. Yeah, big, I wouldn't say a big shock, but a pleasant surprise for K-Fly to get through in the last tournament. Unfortunately, went down on the salmon ladder. K-Fly would love to get a second try, but he's just got to, keep his eye on the prize here back on stage 1. first two obstacles were no real issues, and he's on to the magic wands. Okay, fly, the fourth, the fifth. He's going to stop on that fifth one, no problems there. Oh, stops on the sixth one as well. Go for the dismount, and he's across. And he's going to hit the switch there. Again, not necessary, but he will do that. It's just whatever floats your boat. He's to the second. The third pallet, he doesn't get a good jump. He slides, and K-Fly out on the new obstacle, the butterfly effect. A lot of sliding around. They're big jumps, and for whatever reason, moving objects like that, it can happen. And unfortunately, we've seen a lot of unfortunate jumps on that obstacle. But this takes us to number 36. It is Halofan 17. He broke through for the second time in the last tournament, following a long streak of Stage 1 fails. Would love to get through again here. As he's back to the traffic cones. Oh, almost flew over that third one. A little bit of ugly jumps there, but he gets across, and that's what matters. As he's to the third, the fourth, fifth, sixth magic wand through that obstacle. The butterfly effect has been a tricky new obstacle. Halofan gets clean jumps, gets a safe jump there. Well done. He is across. 50 seconds now going forward. The triple hurdle. Landed a little bit at the far edge of that first pole, but he's through that. The second one, oh, almost came up short. A little scary there, but he's hanging in there. He's making it through, and that's what matters. Going for the third. Wow, none of those three looked very good, but he makes it through all of them, and he's got 29. Going for the second block, the third block. He's taking his time on these moving ones. Oh, fourth to the fifth. Landed a little low on that fourth one. Landed a little better on that sixth one. Gets a good save jump. A couple save jumps. He's got to get up. Oh my goodness. Don't fail that pole at that point. That'd be a heartbreaking way to go out. But thankfully he gets over that. Gets up the first escape wall. And now Halofan lining up the far edge. And he gets up the second wall. Halofan clears again. 2.51 seconds left. Very important that he got up both those walls in one. He probably would have timed out with even one fail. And so good job by him to take his time before that second wall lining up, get that sideways run up, kind of angle yourself, and he will be back to the second stage. And now we're on to Disappoint. He's been here for every Halo Infinite tournament. Hard to believe that this is now the 10th Infinite tournament, thus his 10th appearance. Disappoint's been really good at getting deep Stage 1 runs and beating Stage 1s, has struggled with Stage 2, however, set a personal best last time at the very least with getting to the hammer drop. But Disappoint back to Stage 1 and back to the magic wands as he is moving his way along here at a good rhythm and through that. Good pace to this point as well as he is on to the butterfly effect. Going for the ledge, save jump, sticks it, gets off of that. He's to the triple hurdle, 49 seconds on the clock. Disappoint. Oh, wow, a very clean landing on that first one. Very nicely done. And now going for the second one. Save jump, he's good. Over, set up the third one. Disappoint. Gets off of that. 32 seconds left. He is to the block party. And take his time here on that second one, going to the third. He's going to time these all up. He's got time to do so. Not a ton, but he's got the time to time it up right, get good jumps. He's to the sixth, then he runs off. He timed it right. He just couldn't get a jump off. And Disappoint out on Stage 1 again. That is unfortunate. He keeps his consistency with getting to deep Stage 1, but he had that as a tough break for him. But now another competitor we've not seen for a long time. He had 22 appearances in the first 24 tournaments, but he missed the last 5, but he is back. Vulcan, otherwise known as Strafe Helix for every tournament before this one. Strafe is another competitor that has kind of, had to become a college boy, so he's missed quite a few tournaments here. First time running this era, but good to have him back. And he was on a roll. Oh my goodness, he got a good save jump and a slide. Holy cow. Those traffic cones were very ugly first time taking on that obstacle. Almost came up short of that second magic wand too. But yeah, Strafe was on a roll. He's on an active 4 appearance clear streak. Would love to keep that rolling as he is moving his way here through the butterfly effect. Strafe save jumps, gets across and through. He's got this Iron Man armor that looks very nice, I do have to say, as he is to the first pole of the triple hurdle. He's to the second, a bit of a low save jump, but he is there. And now to the third, another save jump, and he gets across. 32 seconds left. First time taking on the block party. He is taking some time to size it up. I don't think he has too much time, but he's sizing it up, and he's to the third, the fourth, fifth. He's going to stop and take his time, line up the sixth one, runs on it a little bit, but gets across. 14 seconds for the double escape wall. Oh, he was almost going backwards off of it. That was a little weird. Going forward, the second one, he does the same thing, but it doesn't matter. He got up. That's what matters. And Strafe Helix, like he's never been away, has cleared stage 1 again with 3.82 seconds left. All of our competitors keep jumping for that rock. Yeah, I guess it is what it is. I can't stop them from doing that, especially when they beat the stage. So, well done there to Strafe, and he will be moving on again as we now have at number 39, RPG445, a competitor that had been on a roll until, unfortunately, in the last tournament, went down on the triple hurdle. 4 stage 3s in a row before that. So, Rog hoping to avenge his wrongdoings and maybe return to form here a little bit. Rog going to take his time here, set up for the traffic cones. A bit of interesting, but nothing against that as he almost flies over the second. He gets a slide and a couple save jumps, sticks that third cone. These cones have been very interesting today. A lot of wacky runs, a lot of fails, but he gets through. And now making his way through the magic wands and through that. Rog now taking on the butterfly effect. That third pallet moves far forward, but he gets through that. I know it's a beam, but, it is what it is. All right, Rog, onto the triple hurdle. No, he can't get the first one. Oh, my goodness. Rog out on this obstacle for the second tournament in a row. That is unfortunate. Wow, he failed the end of it, I believe, last time. So, yeah, just got to maybe go back to the drawing board on that obstacle, figure out his technique, and get through it in the next tournament. But in the meantime, we have number 40, Eternal Flame, who missed the last tournament. But before that, another competitor that had been on a hot streak, currently on a 5-appearance clear run, hoping to keep that rolling. Last time we saw Eternal in Tournament 28 was one of many victims at the time, hammer drop. So Eternal would love to get a rematch with that, but again, eyeing the prize here on stage 1 as the first 3 obstacles, no match for Eternal Flame. Now going for the butterfly effect, running kind of down that middle right side so they can all tilt, make that jump onto the wall a little bit easier. And now there's the jump that Rog just failed at the triple hurdle, going for the second one. Gets that, and now quickly going for the third, gets that, and the dismount. 36 seconds left. Eternal's got a lot of time left. Eternal is one of the really kind of sneaky fast competitors. We always mention, like Free and Fireball in the super fast ranks. Eternal always seems to get overlooked in that category, and 20 seconds left here before the double escape wall passenger seat entry on the first one. That's perfectly fine. Just got to use those mongooses in some way, shape, or form. That's what Eternal has done and clears with 11.33 seconds left. The first competitor today to beat the Klaxon. And Eternal Flame, for the 7th time in 10 tournaments, will be moving on to stage 2. A very solid start to Eternal's career. And we have 6 clears through the first 40 runs. And nighttime has arrived. I know competitors like to joke that the day map looks like night as well, but it is what it is with the space map I use. I forget to remove it. But regardless, we have number 41, another member of the Perfect Attendance Club, 30th appearance for Petrillo Fam 4, now called Pedro Man 618. Pedro decided to do a gamertag change, and just good to have him back after, he is now on a clear streak. He has not failed stage 1 yet in this era, and he's cleared 5 in a row, following a bit of a slump there after a few tournaments where he knocked on the door of getting to the final stage. He really kind of struggled, bar tournament 21, really kind of struggled to beat that first stage, but hopefully he can keep this newfound confidence and success rolling. As Pedro on the new obstacle going for the wall, he sticks it, no save jump required. 51 now going for the triple hurdle. This obstacle took him out 3 tournaments in a row. The last obstacle to get him here on stage 1. It's no surprise he's being cautious, taking his time, just trying to get through it. He's kind of crouch walking down those logs, making sure he lines it up and makes it through perfectly. 33 seconds left. Pedro onto the block party. The second, the third. Gonna wait for that fourth to be in the middle, and that was good. Same thing here for the 6th one, lands right in the middle, gets the pole, gets on top of the wall, and now 18 seconds left for the double escape wall. First one is good. Gonna make that left-hand turn, go for the second one. Pedro is up, and Pedro runs to another buzzer. 8.95 seconds left. A very clean run for Petrillo fam, and he will be moving on once again to the second stage for the 6th tournament in a row. Like I said, awesome to see this newfound run of success here on stage 1. We'll see now if he can get through stage 2. That's caused him quite a few problems in recent tournaments. But he's got quite a few runs here to watch before that. And the first of them being number 42, Gaming Brando. Let's talk about issues with stage 2. This guy has had it in plenty. Last tournament, unfortunately, had just an embarrassing is a word, but really just unfortunate exit at the hands of basically the dismount of the hammer drop, flew over the end of the landing platform, couldn't save jump back, marked as a circle twist fail, but yeah, Gaming Brando 0-for-6 on stage 2, but you can't get 0-for-6 on stage 2 without an incredible run of form on stage 1, which is what he's currently on. 6 stage 1 clears in a row, hoping to make it 7. Has not failed stage 1 since his debut. Oh, he's gonna snaz the magic wands. That's perfectly fine. As he goes for the 5th, the 6th, and gets off that. And now on to the butterfly effect. The 2nd, the 3rd, going for that right side. That seems to be the popular side, but he will get that and get off. 48 seconds. Now the only obstacle that's ever taken him out here on stage 1, the triple hurdle. Brando lines up that 2nd one, gets that. Now the 3rd, he's got time in hand. 35, going for the 3rd. Save jump that 3rd log and gets off. 29, going for the block party. Not the most time, but still should be fine as long as he can keep it moving at a good pace. Avoid any mistakes as he's to the 4th, the 5th. Oh, he's going to wait a cycle there, but go for the 6th and get off. 14 seconds left. Not a ton of time. He's definitely taking his time a little bit here towards the end of the stage. He jumps out that wrong side. I hate when he does this. He probably should learn how to jump out the right side. Brando jumps out the wrong side again. Brando closer than I thought, but it doesn't matter. 1.36 is more than 0.00, and that's what matters, and a clear is a clear. And Brando, for the 7th tournament in a row, will get to try to get to stage 3 for the first time. And this takes us to number 43, Shadowrun 132, a competitor that on their first time breaking through stage 1 in tournament 28 got all the way to stage 3. Last time, though, unfortunately fell back a little bit, failing the hammer drop. But another competitor that has found recent success and hoping to keep it rolling here. Shadow off on these momentum rings. So far, so good, and no doubts there. All right, on to the traffic cones here. This has been a difficult obstacle. Shadow hoping to push through and does. So good job there. On to the magic wands. So far, so good here. Cross that. On to the new obstacle. Shadow going for the 2nd. The 3rd, going for that right side, a hard whip to the right from the middle of that 3rd beam, but he is across that. Onto the triple hurdle, 47 seconds. He's going for this side whip. Okay, oops, save jump that 2nd one a little bit, but he's going side whip for the 3rd. Gets that log, gets the dismount, and he is onto the block party. A lot of time, 35 seconds left. He's going to take his time there on that 1st one, though. That's fine. Takes his time here on the 3rd, going for the 4th, the 5th. Gonna stop, wait on that 6th one, go for that, and the dismount. 22 seconds left. Shadowrun should have plenty of time. Up that 1st one. Shadowrun doing this run on his birthday. Gets up to the 2nd one, and Shadowrun Thankfully, it will not be a sad birthday. He has a birthday present of a second stage appearance here in Tournament 30 of Irish Warrior. Oh man, I think that was 1/100th of a second that was slower than Eternal Flame. That's kind of hard to believe that it could come down to that close of margins, but either way, 11.32 seconds left. Well done there by Shadowrun. And this takes us to number 44, Smokey Massacre. Oh, this looks like old school Smokey, a little bit of the Crabman intro that he used to do on Ninja Warrior Halo. But Smokey got his 20th Stage 1 cleared, joined that club in the last tournament, was 1 of 4 to do so. So yeah, Smokey eyeing clear number 21 following a exit at the circle twist in which he used his grapple when he knew he was going to fail and thus disqualifying himself last time. But back to stage 1, a stage that has not treated him kindly in this era. He's 50-50 on it following a really good run at the start of Halo Infinite. So far, looking good here through the obstacle that took him out in Tournament 13, the Magic Wands, and now it is the Butterfly Effect. Jumping for the wall, sticks it without a save jump, gets across, 51 seconds left. Smokey now on to the triple hurdle. Gets that first one, bringing it up, going for the second one, gets that. Running down that third log, going for the third pole and the third log. And now 36 seconds left. Smokey into the block party, into the third, fourth, fifth. Going to take his time, wait for that sixth one. That seems to be the trend. A good trend, very smart jump awareness by our competitors as well as Smokey. Oh, he missed that first wall. That's a little unfortunate. Kind of going for that sideways run, but either way, he gets up on the second try. Now going for the second wall. Really good camera angle there. Just kidding. Smokey fails to beat the klaxon, but does clear the stage with a very solid run. 9.79 seconds left. Really, the only mistake was that first escape wall, which really, to him, is just a blip on the radar, and that is clear number 21 for Smokey. Well done to him there. And now, the worker meme is up at number 45. Smokey's very familiar with that Santa hat. Smokey won Spartan Sasuke with that on, but worker meme, I guess, still in the Christmas spirit, even though it's currently March. Yeah, we'll go with it, I guess. Worker meme actually missed the last tournament. Was going to have a very high number as well, but missed the last tournament due to computer issues. I believe his computer was just completely bricked and just couldn't run Halo Infinite, but good to have him back. We'll see if, it's been over a year since he's ran this course, so we'll see if he's lost a step or if he can keep his momentum rolling. He is perfect on stage 1, 4 for 4 to start his career. Would love to get to 5 for 5. He's on to the Butterfly Effect. First 3 obstacles were no real issues. Save jumps the wall. He gets through that. 51 now, going for the triple hurdle. First one is good. Running down. Second one is good as well. Meme going for the third. Gets across that smoothly. 33 seconds left. He's going to wait on that first block. The second. The third. 26 seconds left. Should be enough time. Just got to keep moving. Get up those walls cleanly. Got to make this jump first, though. And he does. All right, 17 seconds left. Now it's the double escape wall. Oh, a bit of a 90-degree turn there. That was a little strange. Going now for the second wall. Oh, my goodness. Why do people do that? That's so... Tricky Cyrus did that a couple tournaments back, and I almost had an aneurysm over it. And it's not recommended. I mean, he only had 6 seconds left. If he'd have failed doing his spin, he's going to look like a complete idiot, especially if he then times out if he fails it. Either way, he pulled it off. Again, no reason to make stuff harder on yourself. But I digress. It is what it is. He does clear the first stage for the 5th time in a row. Keeps his perfect streak alive. And speaking of streaks, the man notorious for the first ever big streak, really, Hunter Unit 751, with that 19 clear in a row streak on Halo Ninja Warrior. He has a pretty good record on this course of Stage 1 as well, clearing it 20 out of 29 times. Would love to match Smokey on 21 clears. Hunter off here on the momentum rings. So far, so good. And across. Hunter had a great run last time. Almost beat that brutal second stage, but came up just short on the Bridgemaker. And yeah, it was just so close and yet so far to the end of that second stage, getting to the third stage for the first time on Halo Infinite. Last time he got to stage 3 was Tournament 20, so Hunter would love to get back to that stage for the first time in over 2 years. As, a bit of an awkward jump off that third beam, gets a low save jump, but gets across the new obstacle, and now onto the triple hurdle. Hunter going for the second one. Good there, good stick on that second log. Hunter going for the third. I thought he was going to stick it, but a strange save jump. That's fine. He's got time in hand, 30 seconds, as he's onto the blocks. The third block, he's going to wait on that fourth. Get that to the fifth. And now I'm going to take his time a little bit, go for the sixth and the dismount. 17 seconds for Hunter. Up the first wall in 1. Going to make that left-hand turn to the second wall. Up that smoothly as well. And Hunter unit 751. With, so close to 7.51, 7.57 instead, man. He should have just somehow found a way to perfectly time that to the buzzer, I guess 0.06 slower. Hindsight's 2020, though. That would be really skilled if he was able to do that. Regardless, Hunter unit with a very solid run. He gets his 21st clear, and well done to him. And speaking of 21 clears, it is this man, the king of Irish Warrior, number 47 today. It is Weapon Matt, the two-time grand champion in tournaments 5 and 11. Matt has kind of slipped up a little bit since we went to Infinite. Obviously, missing a few tournaments here and there hurts as well. But Matt would love to get back to stage 2 like he did in the last tournament at the very least, where he failed at the very end of the circle twist in unfortunate fashion. Just the 4th time he's ever failed stage 2 in the last tournament. But Matt through the first 2 obstacles with no real issues, and now on to the magic wands. He's going to stop on that second wand. Again, variations of the snaz technique, like I keep saying. People can stop on those wands. You just can't afford too many stops. Just got to keep it moving on that obstacle, and Matt is through that onto the butterfly effect. Good jump off, a save jump, and across. 49 seconds as Matt is on to the triple hurdle. He's going to stop on that first pole, perfectly fine. Go for the first log. It's a little scary, but he gets across. And now going for the second one. Matt gets the second log. And now going to go for the chumpy whip to the third, and he can't get it. He flies over it. And Weapon Matt down on the triple hurdle again. It took him out in tournaments 22 and 23. And Matt fails it for the 3rd time. And this is truly unfortunate for Matt, as he has now opened the door. He is now tied with Smokey and Hunter for most stage 1 clears, and Joey and Fireball still to run. We could have a logjam at the top of the leaderboard for most stage 1 clears. I know Matt isn't really concerned about that, but that is a tough break to see him go down there. But this takes us to one of the 2 I just previously mentioned, number 48, Fireball ZXZ. Hard to believe how bad he was struggling, really kind of, end of Era 2, early Era 3. And then since then, he has just been a flat-out machine. Only failed stage 1 in tournament 18 since that miraculous tournament 15 run, where he cleared stage 1, cleared stage 2, and then beat the Cliffhanger. Was the first one to beat the Giga Cliffhanger in that tournament. A very solid run. It took him all the way from number 32 to number 50 in the next tournament. So there you go. Fireball now on the magic wands again. Fireball coming off that first place in the last tournament, which, he was happy to get to stage 3, but I think he was pretty disappointed in that stage 3 effort. Would love to get back to stage 3 and put up a better run there. As he goes for the ledge. A slide and a save jump. A lot of sparks and stuff flying up. Whether it was his friction or his Spartan ability is up for interpretation, I guess. But either way, he is cooking through this triple hurdle. He loves to go fast on this, and he gets across. 37 seconds for the block party. Going to the third, the fourth. A little bit low there on that 4th one, but going for the 6th. Gets a good save jump there. Misses the jump up at first, but he is fine. Escape wall. First one is good. And now left turn to the second wall. Gets up that. And Fireball with a very solid run, a good time as well, 14.22. That is the fastest time so far. Fireball will join the logjam. He is now the 4th competitor at 21 Stage 1 clears. And we'll see if Joey can be the 5th here in a little bit. But before that, we have number 49, FreeMMO Direct. He has been another competitor on a roll here on Stage 1 with 6 Stage 1 clears in a row. However, last tournament was truly a shocker when he just walked off the block of the bridge maker, had Stage 3 in the bag, and just threw it away. So hoping to right the ship here and maybe return to that 3rd stage where he's done some damage here in this era. The only competitor to beat the Cliffhanger twice in this era. So Free. First 2 obstacles, no real concerns as he is on to the wands, speeding his way along. He really is the king of speed lately on this course. Of course, it's easy to forget tournament 24 where he cleared Stage 1 and Stage 2 with 34 seconds left. That was truly mind-boggling. But now he's on to the triple hurdle. He's just going for this full send again. This is so impressive. FreeMMO never ceases to amaze on that 40 seconds before the block party. He is absolutely cooking with gas. Oh, I say that, and he stops in the 3rd one. Very interesting. He stops in the 5th one. Oh, who is this? He must have given the keyboard to somebody else. No, I'm kidding. He's just playing it safe. No problems there. He's still got plenty of time in hand. Good veteran jump awareness, really, to just, take your time, knowing you have time on the clock, and that's what Free has plenty of. Beats the 15-second mark, 15.09, and FreeMMO Direct matches Eternal Flame, actually, with 7 clears in the first 10 appearances for Free. Well done to him. The fastest time, once again, with 1 runner to go. And as if there was any doubt, the man with the 3rd of the 3 champion signs, the big 25 there to celebrate Joey Davis's total victory a few tournaments back. And, he's kept his run going. However, last tournament was a bit unfortunate going down on that tightrope of terror. He was not happy about that. So he's hoping to get back to Stage 3 and maybe push a little bit further into Stage 3. At the very least, get by that Cliffhanger that he hasn't done since he made that unexpected final in Tournament 26 in the renewal. First 2 obstacles, no problems here for the Grand Champion, the newest Grand Champion. And he is now onto these magic wands. The 5th, the 6th, and across. And now, oh, he bumps into the switch there. I don't know if he meant to hit it or what he was doing there. But either way, Joey goes for the ledge, he sticks it, and gets across. 50 seconds now going for the triple hurdle. Joey lands that first one. And now going for the 2nd. Gets that. Going for the 3rd. He gets that as well, doing the little chumpy side jump technique. And he's onto the blocks, taking his time a little bit there on that first one. Taking his time on the 3rd one. Going to the 4th and the 5th. Now the 6th one. Gets the jump onto the pole. 20 seconds left. Joey Davis up the first wall. And now jumping to the left, going for the 2nd one. He is up that as well, and Joey will hear a klaxon, but it doesn't matter. 9.55 seconds left. He has joined, as I've said before, the logjam. We now have 5 competitors matched with the most Stage 1 clears on this course with 21. That is going to be very exciting to see in tournaments going forward. But either way, we have 15 Stage 1 clears. Free, Fireball, Eternal, Shadow, Smokey, Joey, Pedro, Hunter, Atlantic, Meme, Elite, Flame, Vulcan, Halofan, and Brando, all moving on a very balanced Stage 1. But now they will have to move on to the 2nd stage where 14 competitors got here last time and 12 saw their tournaments end. It all starts with the wind chimes. Jump your way across those 4 poles. They get progressively farther apart. You got to just avoid spending too much time there. Make all the jumps, and then you got the salmon ladder, 7 rungs going up. And then it's the ball glider. So this obstacle's tweaked again. It is now soccer balls instead of the spheres, but the angles of the tracks have been steepened a little bit to hopefully make that obstacle roll a little bit faster. And it's a little difficult to keep yourself under control on those soccer balls, but we'll see how our competitors handle it. But then it's the hammer drop, you gotta make the corner jump and then the grapple jump, and then it's the circle twist. Came back in the last tournament, did a fair amount of damage. Gotta make your way around all of those circles. The pegs get smaller now as you go, and then it's the super launch. Gotta jump out at the right time, land the island, and then it's the bridge maker. As we saw last tournament, it's far from a guarantee. You gotta punch those blocks, make a perfect pathway to cross the void, and get to that buzzer. If you do it in a minute 50, you're on to stage 3.
Yeah, stage 1 was, it felt a bit like vindication for the last tournament, where I thought, I could have probably cleared, but I made a mistake. And then obviously to get through to stage 2 in a landmark tournament, in the big number 30, it makes it even more special. I gotta think that I'm here for a good time, not a long time, but we'll see how we go, and any jump further is progress past where I aim to be.
I'm not gonna lie, I did like 2 practice attempts on stage 1. Like, honestly, out of all the people that made it to stage 2, I am probably the last person who deserved this clear. But Irish told me to pretend, but I worked hard for this and was dedicated. So here we go. Oh, I worked tirelessly. I worked tirelessly on stage 1, and I'm so happy I got this clear. And I'm hoping that my work ethic up to this point is gonna benefit me on stage 2. I'm mainly worried about every obstacle on this course. We'll see what happens.
So stage 1, I really didn't practice a whole lot, so I was very, I don't know if I would say lucky, but fortunate to get through stage 1. Is what I would say if I didn't have quite literally zero confidence that I would be able to beat stage 2. And if there's any chance that I can beat this stage, I hope.
Surprisingly, it was the traffic cones I was the most worried about. Coming out of practice, I was like, oh god, this obstacle could actually eliminate me. But, it didn't. Stage 2, this, hammer drop behind me is really difficult. I failed it in the last tournament. If I can do that, I have a high chance of beating stage 2.
Not expecting that I would have stats as soon as we get to infinite. I keep that streak so far. A lot of change, like this having this obstacle behind me, the rumbling dust. Bridge maker. But yeah, rest of the stage I'm feeling pretty okay on, despite the layoff I've given myself, and yeah, hopefully I can get back to stage 3.
It felt great to beat stage 1 again after missing last tournament due to circumstances, and I think I did pretty well on my run. I was nervous, of course, but I think I overcame it well. For stage 2, I think there's a lot of things that could possibly go wrong. That's not what I want to happen, of course, but definitely the hammer drop is something I'm afraid of, considering I failed it in my last appearance here. But I'm just really looking forward to trying the course again and hopefully getting back to stage 3.
My stage 1 run was very smooth. I wasn't very nervous a lot about it, but going into stage 2, it's going to be the ball glider, it's going to be the grapple, or it's going to be the circle twist that gets me. If I fail, I feel like I have like a 20% chance to clear, maybe 25, but I don't know if the odds are really in my favor right now, but I'm going to give it my best, and I'm looking for my 10th stage 3, right? So,
gonna be honest, I didn't really expect to beat stage 1. When I paused on the wind chimes, I knew like I was probably gonna be close on time, but I did clear even if it was pretty close. Stage 2, honestly, I feel like I'm probably more confident than last time on every obstacle aside from the ball glider. Probably not beating that, but if I do, I'd say I have a decent shot at stage if I go fast enough. So yeah.
It's always good to get to stage 2. We're doing this run on my birthday, my 16th birthday, so that's always pretty good. Just getting through stage 1 now consistent. It's kind of what I want to do, just build that initial consistency. Stage 2, I kind of failed it unexpectedly last time. I was pretty shocked myself when I fell on the hammer drop, but overall this time I feel a lot better. I know I said that last time and then that happened, but I feel pretty good. My chances to get to stage 3 look pretty high, so I'm just gonna take it one obstacle at a time and see if I can get back.
Stage 1 felt pretty smooth. Feel like I was feeling my jump rhythm on that stage, and I'm hoping that continues here into stage 2. Last tournament was a little disappointing. Didn't get my sprint, jumping from one pole to the next. So hoping that I can get a little chance at redemption and hopefully get back to stage 3. I started off Irish Warrior, Halo Infinite tournaments doing pretty well, getting to stage 3s regularly, and I would like to get back to that. So I'm hoping I can pull this off.
I think stage 1, I mean, a lot of the obstacles back there were like things that I found tough, like the triple hurdle was something I was never the best on, and like the new 4th obstacle, the pillars, that was really scary for me, but I was able to get past the stage for a 5th time, which I'm very happy for. But now stage 2, I'm very excited to just tackle it on. And was happy to just get 5 in a row because I feel so rusty these days, but my goal is to hopefully get to the circle twist. If I really am lucky, maybe get back to that stage 3.
Well, first thing I got to say is it actually feels quite refreshing having had such a long gap between Irish Warrior tournaments for the first time in almost forever. So coming into this one, I felt really re-energized until today, and for whatever reason I just felt really off all day today. So I'm actually kind of surprised and happy to be here on stage 2. Expectations are probably quite high because I got all the way to the end last time and I didn't expect to, and then obviously with how everyone else did, I ended up doing pretty good. I would love to get back here again, but I got to try and not screw up the ball and just got to do everything that is absolutely necessary on the stage. Keep focused, keep moving fast, don't make any dumb mistakes, and hope I can get to the end with enough time left.
I would say stage 1, as always, went pretty darn smooth. I had a few stage jumps that I was upset with, and the audience was a little upset with me as well about, but I mean, cleared with plenty of time, went fast, felt good. Coming into stage 2, it's a nice record to have, being here, 21 times. It's a pretty good feeling coming in. I feel pretty confident. There's some obstacles on here that are pretty tough. The ball specifically is something that I got to take my time with. I think if I get through that, though, I have a pretty good shot getting back to stage 3. But we'll see what happens, and hopefully it's a good run.
Stage 1 didn't feel a whole lot different. We had a new obstacle that I pretty much aced through just fine, and cleared with a nice pace. I could have probably cleared faster, but you know, that's just my ego. But anyway, stage 2 here, Bridge Maker. I'm ready to get my revenge on it. I just cannot believe I failed it the way I failed in 2009. So today, just gonna get my revenge on it and hopefully get back to the 3rd stage.
Beating stage 1, I am sick. I know this is another anniversary tournament. Last time in tournament 20, I was also very sick. It's great to have that restored here, and I did not feel confident whatsoever about beating stage 1, and I did. And I am here on stage 2, and I have no confidence whatsoever, but I did 0 practice. I don't know how I got here. I'm gonna give my best shot like usual, but we'll see what happens.
All right, here we go. 15 challengers remain here in tournament 30 here for stage 2, and the first of them to go will be Elite MKB. Oh my, he's doing the crouching. He's doing my intro. Maybe trying to draw on some good luck, I guess, for this stage 2 run. I'm not sure, but either way, I appreciate the acknowledgement there from Elite MKB as he is off here on the wind chimes. He's to that 4th one, going for the dismount and across, and now it is the salmon ladder. Oh, Elite onto it. Goes up to the 2nd rung, the 3rd, the 4th. Looking good. Keeping a good rhythm. That 7th, this final jump is a little taller. He gets up though. And now going for the dismount and across, and he is onto the ball glider. Like I said, a little different. Now soccer balls, so it's easier to get them rolling, but also easier to let them fall out of control. He almost falls off the back there. Elite gonna go for a wrangle. Gets a super low wrangle, but he gets onto that 2nd ball. Well done. And now rolling down that 2nd track. Goes for an early wrangle. A 2nd one. And he is a goner for that one. Oh, man. Elite. Probably if you'd have timed that wrangle just a little bit later on that 1st one, he could have then just gone right for the platform, would have made it. And that is a tough break. And now we're on to Atlantichamp. This is not a good start. Multiple save jumps on that 1st wind chime. The obstacle that took him out last time he was here in tournament 27. Now been moved here to the 1st obstacle following that tournament. but Atlantic through, but that took over 15 seconds. Not a good start, like I said. But now he's got to pick it up here as he's on to the salmon ladder. Like we saw in the last tournament, this time went very tough, only slightly easier with the ball glider taking a little less time, but other than that, it's still a stage where you got to keep moving. And there's a wasted jump there. Forgot how many rungs there were. And, you know, I actually cut it out, but he doesn't have a gun. He wasted his gun. He dropped it off the platform with the intro, so he couldn't shoot it to get it going. That costs him more time as he rolls down. Okay, makes the transfer on the ball glider, an obstacle he struggled with in the past, going down that second track, and gets through. But look at the time, 53 seconds. You want to have at least a minute before the hammer drop is the par time, as he's going quick now for the drop on the hammer drop, and he cannot make it around the corner. Jumped a little early. That death barrier is a little suspect, as we saw in the last tournament, but either way, Atlantic, good to see him back on stage 2, but it is the hammer drop. First time attempting it, it is that takes him out. And now it is number 34, Flameosaurus. Another competitor on a stage 2 losing streak. Would love to end that. I say losing streak. The other 2 competitors that only failed stage 2 in their last appearance. I digress. But yeah, we've seen a few competitors here on losing streaks, and that they will get their chance to take it on here again. Flame on an unfortunate run, especially here on Halo Infinite. See if he can keep it going. Wind chimes took a little bit longer than I was hoping it would, but he is through that and onto the salmon ladder, moving at a good speed here and up to the top. 78 seconds left as he is onto the ball glider. Oh, he's all over the place. A safe jump, and he is off on the first track. Never got in position as soon as he got onto it. And Flameosaurus, believe it or not, had not failed the ball glider since he failed it his first time getting to stage 2 in tournament 2. 28 tournaments later, it gets him for the second time. Oh, and he can't even make the jump to the platform. That is a tough break. Fun way for Flame to go out, at least try to make it interesting, get to the platform, avoid quote-unquote getting wet. But either way, good to see Flame back on stage 2, and hopefully he can get back there again next time. And we're now on to Halofan. He took on the ball glider for his first time in the last tournament and beat it. But obviously, like I said, different version of it here. Halofan onto the salmon ladder. Climbing up pretty good. Again, this is maybe not the hardest salmon ladder in the world, but it's all about a little bit of patience and just making sure you're in the right position to make those jumps. And he's done that as he's on the ball glider. Very similar to Flame, not in a good position. He's going for multiple wrangles. Almost touched the track, but it doesn't matter now. That's no way to get to that second ball. No forward momentum whatsoever. And Halofan also out early on the ball glider. Tough start. 3 out of the first 4 competitors out on the ball glider. And this takes us on to Vulcan, a competitor that has not taken on the ball glider since all the way back in Tournament 16. And he's another one of those competitors that failed the ball glider all the way back in Tournament 2. So, yeah, something to maybe look forward to as Vulcan is through the wind chimes. That's his first time ever taking on the wind chimes. That's kind of funny, yeah, because it was in Era... Yeah, no, that's crazy. It was in all of Era 2. He never got there. Era 3, he didn't get there in 12 and 13, and that's kind of funny. And by the time I've kind of had that realization, he is through the salmon ladder as well. Okay, interesting. Fun facts, everybody. But he is now onto the ball glider. It's been very difficult. It's going for a wrangle. Very nice. Well done. Oh, it's going back. Oh, no. Oh, he saves it. Whoa, that almost went off the back of the flat section. Going for the wrangle, gets across. Holy cow, what a recovery. And now Vulcan onto the hammer drop. First time taking this on, going around the corner, gets it. Now got to go for the grapple on the green wall. He goes up and gets it. 43 seconds, maybe a couple seconds behind the pace you want to be at, but it's still doable. He's just got to keep moving. Vulcan ran that first circle good. That's just like the old version. Now, like I said, the support poles get bigger, the pegs get thinner. It's a little harder to make these jumps as you move along, but he's through the second one good, onto the third. 24 seconds left as he's making his way around here on that final peg, going for the dismount. He's across. 17 seconds left. He's onto the super launch. Come on, Vulcan. Can he land the island? Oh, he lands right at the edge, but he gets a safe jump and makes it 7 seconds. He's at the switch. Oh, no, he's got to go. He's going for one block for it all, and he can't get it. Vulcan is out on the bridge maker. The time got away from him. And unfortunately, Vulcan with such a good run, but just like his pal Hunter, it's the last obstacle that takes him out. This recovery on the ball glider was unbelievable. Did a great job of jump awareness to realize the way he landed on it, it was going backwards. You can see here, he gets stuck. Might have even hit the switch on the bridge maker. That cost him at least a second or two. But yeah, that adding up with the ball glider incident cost him a few seconds, and I think caused him to fail. Just came up short of the block. Tough break for Vulcan.
No, it bounced! It bounced! It bounced! Oh my god, I was gonna do it. Freaking bounced. I forgot he was gonna. I forgot it was reset.
You know, there you heard it. He forgot it was reset. Sometimes easy to do, especially when you're in a time crunch like that. And you know, obviously when the run happens, I tend to bark at people that, you know, when they're really running low on time. I might have done that a little bit there, but either way, we are on to Eternal Flame. Eternal through that first obstacle, no problems. And on to the Salmon Ladder. Eternal, the 5th, 6th, 7th, and now one more to that 8th level and up to the top. Eternal hoping to get to the right side of the 50-50 here. 3 of 6 on stage 2. Ooh, this is interesting. Going for full wrangles all the way down. Going for the transfer and gets it. Now shooting it forward for the second track. A little bit steeper. Going, oh, he doesn't get a jump off. Eternal Flame becomes another ball glider victim. That is, man, they're just stacking up so far. That is 4 of the first 6 down on that obstacle falling. Nobody failing it last time. That is unfortunate. This takes us on to number 41, Pedro. Back here falling his circle twist fail, falling 3 stage 2 fails in a row. If he fails, he falls to 50-50 on this stage. And that's falling, you know, back tournaments 10 through 16. He had the longest ever streak of stage 3 appearances. Snapped that in tournament 17, failing at this obstacle, the ball glider. Here it is. It's been tough, like I said. Hoping to keep it under control. He's doing a good job of that so far as he goes for that second ball, lands it, shooting it forward, getting it going, keeping it under great control. Big jump off, and well done to Pedro. 64 seconds left. There you see the pace. He is moving really good to this point. And now going around for the hammer drop. He gets that. Now going for this grapple. He grabs the wall and gets up. All right, Pedro with 51 seconds left. He's 6 seconds up on last time. And now he's making his way around here on the circle twist. Gets around the first one. He's to the second. 40 seconds left. I think last tournament he tried to go right. Oh! Lag, thankfully. I think he tried to change it up, and now he's back to his old classic left side maneuvers here, and he's moved really good. Just got this dismount to go. He gets it, misses the jump up, but that's fine. 24 seconds left, more time than Strafe. If he lands this, he should have time in hand to make the bridge maker. Pedro lands the island. 16 seconds left. Pedro just got to make a good path here, and it could be his 10th stage 3. 4 blocks should be enough. A nice little pathway, and he has done it. Pedro has cleared with 5.91 seconds left, and he joins the group of competitors. It is very few with 10 stage 3 appearances. And yeah, just that whole run looked really clean and well done to Petrillo. Just thoroughly deserved and awesome to see.
Yes!
Pedro, the only one there with his mic on. Everyone was really quiet there for his run, so not a whole lot of people there reacting to his big shout of glory, but he becomes the 4th competitor with 10 stage 3s on this course behind Matt, Joey, and Fireball. Well done to him. And now Brando is up, hoping to just get his first stage 3. He's had so much heartbreak lately. He'd love to pull it off here. Come on, Brando. First obstacle's good. He's onto the salmon ladder. Brando climbing his way up. Final jump here. He's got it. 83 seconds left. He's onto the ball glider. Okay, he took a little bit of time there to get that ball going, but he's doing okay. Going for the transfer across. And now he's got 67 rolling down that second track. An early wrangle. Oh my goodness! Brando just makes it. He's got 61 seconds left. Even with a little bit of a slow ball glider, he's still on pace. Going for the corner jump around. He gets that now. Oh my goodness! Whoa, he false starts there. That costs him a second or two, but he doesn't make the mistake he made last time, thank goodness. 45 seconds left. He's still on pace if he keeps it moving. Brando gets around that first circle, the circle twist proper. And now he's onto that second one. Going around. So far, so good. Safe jumps the end of that second one. Now on to the third. Yes. Oh, another safe jump. A little bit sketchy there on that second peg, but he's there. Another save jump. They're adding up. He's below 20 seconds. Oh boy, he's about on Strace pace. He's got to go now. Come on, Brando. First things first, super launch. He's never beaten this. Yeah, oh yes, almost off the far end, but he's down to 7 seconds. He's low on time as well. Brando gotta go. Oh my goodness. 1 second in. Oh, he touches the ground in Brando. He is also out on the bridge maker, and it just continues. 0 for 7 in 7 consecutive tournaments on stage 2. How does it keep happening? Oh man, Brando, a personal best, but it's hardly much consolation. You could just see throughout that run just a few mistakes, you know, there at the end, before the grapple and the hammer drop. Save jumps here throughout the circle twist. They all add up, and it's just so unfortunate. Here you see here, it was very close at the end of the super launch to get the personal best. Almost flies off that end, but then the bridge maker, he just had to go for it. We saw it happen with Strafe. He probably just had to one block it. He was down in just 1 second jumping for it. He probably would have just had to use that first block and go right for the end. But either way, I don't think he had enough time to make it.
All right, here we go for the personal best. I don't know if I have enough time, but I gotta move.
Send it.
Please.
Send it, bro. Come on.
Nice. Come on. Hurry.
Just whack 3 of them. Do your best.
Just whack 2.
Just go.
No.
Oh no.
Are you kidding me, bro? I would I have had enough time if I didn't undershoot it?
Genuinely, if that second block lands anywhere other than where it did, you'd have been okay, because you were sending it and then the block rolled away from underneath you.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Unfortunate.
I thought we were clear of us in a second left. I had to rush though.
I appreciate he understood there that he did have to rush. I think it would have been a losing battle, like I said. A tough break. Would love to see Brando pull through here at some point, but it will have to wait for another day. And now we're on to Shadowrun 132. 50-50 on this stage. Cleared it in 28. Failed it last time at the hammer drop. We'll see what side of the coin he ends up on. As he's onto the salmon ladder. On his way up, taking his time here. So far, so good. The 7th, one more. And up to the top and through. 83 seconds, and now he is on. Oh! Bad start there on the ball glider. It went way backward. That was like what happened to Strafe, but on the first one. Very strange, but he is making his way down that first one. Good transfer to the second one. Oh my! Oh no! He's off balance! Shadowrun fails the ball glider. He becomes the 5th victim of it so far today. This obstacle is taking no prisoners. Very difficult. It's a 5 and a 10 degree track, similar to how it was in Tournament 26. But just these soccer balls, they're proving to be a bit of a curveball, no pun intended, for our competitors. And Now we're on to Smokey Massacre, the first of our 4 celebrating their 21st Stage 1 clears, 21st appearance here on this stage. Smokey has a chance to join and match Petrillo with the 10 Stage 3s on his own accord. So Smokey, first things first here, he's just got to get through all these obstacles, and first 2 obstacles, no problems. And now it's this ball glider, which he has struggled on a couple times in the past. Love to get by here. This has been the stopgap so far. Good landing on that second one. And now walking it down, no shooting or nothing, just using his body weight momentum. Well done. Good wrangle there. 64 seconds left. And he is on to the hammer drop. He lands it. Going to get all the way against the wall to get the corner jump, and he gets that 2-second interval before it goes. And he gets a good grapple, and he's got 51 seconds here for the obstacle that took him out last time. Hopefully he doesn't use that second grapple. I know, like I said, he was going to fail. This jump, he gets it today. All right, good. Gets a good sprint off of there. Yeah, hopefully he doesn't need to use that second grapple, like I said, as he's got 35 seconds left. Jumping for the third. He's moving at a good rhythm. Keeping it under control as he's to the end of the third circle. Gets off, and he's got 25 seconds left. There again, you see the time difference from him and Petrillo versus Vulcan and Brando. Smokey lands the island. Good save jump at the end of it. He's got 15 seconds left. Should be enough time. He's going to punch a few of these. Oh, he's going to also punch 4. That fourth one went way out on him. It is not a problem, thankfully. I was a little concerned it might be a little bit of a far jump between that second and the third one and the fourth, but no match for Smokey. Oh, and there he goes. He uses the second grapple finally and just grapples himself right into the water. But well done to Smokey. Also 10 Stage 3s for him with a very solid run. 3.16 seconds left. Took his time there on the Bridge Maker to make it through. Well done. And now it is the Worker Meme. Another competitor with that 50-50 coin flip, hoping to get to the correct side of that deal. Meme on to the salmon ladder. He did beat this stage. It was difficult in tournament 28. Only 6 competitors getting through. That was the debut tournament of the hammer drop, but it also was the last tournament of the seismograph before it was taken out for the tougher version of the circle twist. So Meme has some experience on this stage, but he's not attempted the new circle twist nor this new ball glider that has been very tough, but he's looking good on it, keeping good pace as well, and he is across. 66 seconds left as he lands the middle step, and he lands on top of the hammer drop, gets that difficult mount, gets the corner jump around, going for the grapple, flies up. Ooh, it was a little close, but he makes it. 52 seconds left. He's about 7 seconds up on pace. That's really good. Again, doesn't matter if you don't execute this obstacle. And he's looking towards the center circle, but making it happen so far. Meme. This is the end of the second one. Now jumping to the third. He's got it. 32 on the clock. Meme. Facing towards that middle, working out. We've seen our keyboard competitors do different techniques similar to that, where they face one direction, and it has worked out here for Meme as he's on to the super launch. Worker Meme lands it clean. 14 seconds left. Should be enough time. He's just got to make a good path. 3 blocks out. Oh, yeah, that's a good path. No mistakes, hopefully. Using all 3 blocks and getting to the end with 3.74 seconds left. Just a great run there by the Worker Meme. Took his time a little bit where he needed to, but just a very impressive run. Great execution. And after almost a year away, the meme of Worker. Yeah, no, blank, whatever you want to call him. He is back to the third stage, and well done to him. And this takes us on to number 46, Hunter Unit 751. Kind of hard to believe that Worker Meme now has matched Hunter Unit on Stage 3 appearances with 3 in just 5 tournaments. I'm sure Hunter doesn't take too kindly to that, with this being his 30th tournament. But either way, 21st attempt at this stage. Would really prefer to not have an 18th Stage 2 to his resume. But he beats the wind chimes that took him out 2 tournaments ago, and now he's on to the salmon ladder. Ooh, man, he's kind of wigging out a little bit and doing some walking forward. A little strange, but he's making his way across all these jumps. Gets up to the top, and 84 seconds. Okay, so it didn't really cost him too much time. Still a little strange, but it is what it is. All right, ball glider now for Hunter. He takes a couple shots, keeping still there, riding it down, and getting the transfer. It falls pretty far forward on him. Got to keep it under control. Hunter lands at the back edge. Still makes the dismount. Ooh, that was a little scary all through, but he gets across. 62 seconds left as Hunter is now onto the hammer drop, coming for the corner. Gets that, and now going for the grapple. Grapples the wall, gets a high jump off, and he is through with 50 seconds left as he's onto the circle twist, going for the Joey Davis skip and skipping from 2 to 4. Oh man, that's a time saver for a competitor that might have struggled with the time in the last tournament. He is looking good pace-wise. 37, he gets that third circle. Oh my goodness, and he misses the first jump of the third circle. Might have just been pushing the pace a little bit too much. He had time in hand. 37 seconds left as he hit the water. He probably would have made it around that circle. Would have had over 25 seconds left at the end of this obstacle. He would have been fine, but unfortunately, doesn't matter if you can't make the jump. And he just got stuck in that wall just a little bit. Couldn't get a clean jump and get to that second peg on circle 3.
Stop! Oh no! I rushed it. Why did I rush? You said 52. I had plenty of time. Why did I rush that jump? Oh, that's a shame. Oh well, we're my old enemy.
You could hear him mention there the 52. That is what I told him there at the end of the hammer drop. I give updates to competitors after certain obstacles and how much time they have left, as we have a very strange crop circle here. Okay, this is a Fireball intro. It looks more like a Chris intro, but either way, Fireball, I guess, just trying to keep it interesting here for Tournament 30. Big crowd of people here rooting him on. I think Joey was the last one out of that group. But either way, Fireball, been very consistent here on stage 2. 15 out of 20. Would love to get to number 16 here. First obstacle through that in about 9 seconds. Very good pace through the wind chimes, and now onto the salmon ladder. Fireball keeping in one place, just jumping vertically. Probably the recommended way to do it, in my opinion, as long as you get the height necessary, and he's done that, no problems. He's going to shoot that first ball forward before getting onto it. Walk it on down, wrangle. Oh, a late wrangle, but it's still fine. Controlled his distance well. And now going down that second track, going for a wrangle again. Another late wrangle, but it lands that middle step. Misses a step, and now onto the hammer drop. Fireball misses the mount! Fireball fails the exact jump that took him out in Tournament 28. It gets him again in Tournament 30. Fireball just... I don't know what happened here, just maybe didn't get a full crouch into it. It is a tricky jump because if you jump late, it makes it hard to get the height necessary. You got to jump right at the edge of the platform. You can see him dip a little bit there. He also doesn't get a full crouch really. And unfortunately, Fireball out on that obstacle for the second time in 3 tournaments. That is unfortunate. This takes us on, though, to number 49, FreeMMO Direct. He failed this stage for the first time in the last tournament, and look at him just cook through the wind chimes. 7 seconds. Thank you very much. All right, he is on to the salmon ladder, an obstacle that he can't really go too much faster than anyone else on, but he is still moving pretty good. Just making all the jumps up to the top. 87 seconds at the end of that obstacle. Very good. But now it is the ball glider. Not to be overlooked by any means. It's been super difficult. Big jump off going for that wrangle, and he controls his distance nicely. Now going down that second track and gets a bit of a strange jump off, but he's fine. 69 seconds going into the hammer drop. Mounts it unlike Fireball. Now going to go for the corner from that middle of that plank. Nicely done. Going for the wall, going up. Oh, it's a little close, but he gets it. Oh, lag, but he's fine. 54 seconds. He's got plenty of time. It's all a matter of execution. 48 as he's on the second circle already. Oh, he's now doing the meme technique here on the second circle. As we saw him, he's changing it up perfectly fine as he's on to the third. Fourth, oh, it was a little close. On the 5th peg there, he's fine. and gets the dismount with over 30 seconds left. 30 now as he is on to the super launch. Free jumps out. Oh my goodness, he misses the island to the left. FreeMMO Direct one step further backwards from last tournament. He is down on the mongoose obstacle, the super launch. That is unfortunate. Let's see what happened here. Free jumps out, maybe a little late, and actually looks like he gets pushed just a little bit by the mongoose. You jump out, maybe at, it's hard to say. It's a little bit of an unlucky thing that can happen on this obstacle. But if you jump out at the wrong angle or at the wrong time, the mongoose can actually push you off to the side, and that's kind of the risk you run with bad timing. Personally, I prefer to jump a little bit earlier, and I think if you would have timed that maybe a little bit better, he's on the island and moves on. Tough break, though, for Free, as we are on to the last competitor here on Stage 2, Joey Davis. We're at a pie record right now, 3 out of 14 on Stage 2. Joey would love to make it 4. He has not failed this stage in a very long time. Would love to keep it going. But he's got a milestone he's actually going after here. He tied Weapon Matt on Stage 1 clears in this tournament. He would break the tie with Weapon Matt on Stage 2 clears if he beats it here. But first things first, it's this ball glider. Good wrangle there, and gets the transfer. Now rolling down the second track. Joey, another wrangle, gets across. 64 seconds left going into the hammer drop. He mounts it, jumping around, and gets that. Going for the grapple. Grapples that wall, flies up a little bit, but he is fine. 52 on the clock as he's now into the circle twist. He's not going to do the skip. Very interesting. He kind of popularized the skip, as we saw from Hunter and a couple other people, but he's just taking them one at a time, just trying to make all the jumps. Perfectly fine. He's got the time to do it. 34 as he's on the third circle. Makes the jump that Hunter could not. Now around that final peg, the big dismount. Gets that. 25 as he's into the mongoose. Just took out MMO. Not to be overlooked, the super launch. He lands it. 17 seconds left. Should be enough time for Joey as he's going to take his time. Oh no, that third block bounces into the second. He's going to punch one more. That angles it. Oh my goodness, he could have just killed himself there. That was very scary. He had so much time. Almost overthought it there. But he makes it through, and that's all that matters. 3.41. Oh, that was super sketchy though. All right, we have 4 moving on to the third stage. Pedro getting the fastest time, and Meme, Smokey, and Joey all finishing with 3 seconds left. But we saw 5 out of the 15 fail the ball glider, and the rest of the stage took out 5 competitors as well. Before you flame me in the comments, yes, I now realize that 6 competitors failed the rest of the stage. So, yeah, bad math. I'm sorry. But yeah, stage 3, very few changes from the last tournament where it was very difficult. First up is the discus maze. You got those 9 discuses and the switch you got to hit on the 7th one. You make it through all that and you get on the ball for the tightrope of terror. You got these beams that have been made slightly wider. They were 6 feet, 3 feet, and 1.5 feet as you went across. As they get smaller, they're now 8, 4, and 2. So slightly wider, but same premise. Just got to make your way across, keep it under control. And then the swap winder that ended the last tournament on this 4th one. The support walls get further as you go, making each corner jump more difficult, but the crazy jumps are all the same, as well as that big dismount. And then the Ultra Giga Cliffhanger. It wasn't the case really in Tournament 26 when it just was a kind of... A cakewalk is a hard word, but when 4 people beat it on its debut tournament. But since then, it's been, beefed up a little bit, and it's been made much tougher, and it's really done some damage. FreeMMO, the only competitor to beat this obstacle in the last 3 tournaments. That shin jump has been one of the staples, and of course, you can't be an ultra cliffhanger without some moving ledges, and these moving ledges, especially the second one, very difficult. You got to time them right on these 4-second intervals. You make that final corner jump around, and you can then jump to the platform. Say you've beaten this very difficult cliffhanger, but you still have 3 obstacles in your way. All starts out with the spike wheels. Joey Davis the only competitor still to have beaten this obstacle. You got 4 wheels of pegs. Red is all that is in bounds. If you land on the white or the black, you are out. Disqualification. And then it's the scrambled eggs. You got 5 eggs. Of course, that 5th egg getting added in for this era. It was originally 4. And then you're on that pole, you hit the switch and begin the golden road. Once you hit the switch, the block drops, and you have just 12 seconds to make your way across those 7 antennas and make the dismount before the block denies you access to that platform. If you can land that platform cleanly, though, you are then on to the final stage of Tournament 30 of Irish Warrior.
Stage 2 was a pretty stressful run. I'm not gonna lie, I was very nervous about the ball glider, but I was able to get it down. And as far as stage 3 goes, I would just love to beat this obstacle behind me and get to the cliffhanger. I don't have to beat the cliffhanger. I just want to get to it because 10 stage 3s is a huge milestone for me. I've been working towards this ever since 26.
Well, just like stage 1, stage 2 felt pretty smooth. I'm imagining it's going to get a little bit more rough here on stage 3. These obstacles are very difficult. I'm going to have to put my best foot forward just to even get a shot at getting past the cliffhanger. The goal is to get to the cliffhanger. My cherry on top would be if I was able to beat it, and then a few extra cherries on top would apply if I could get through this whole stage somehow. But I've got some Monster energy drink coursing through my veins right now. Hopefully that'll help me get a little bit further than I should, but we'll see what happens. I'm just excited to be here for a 10th time.
Yeah, a lot of the obstacles in stage 2, I was just moving through, hopefully to get by one by one or it, and I had a few close calls. I think the hammer drop was like, nah, I got a pretty low grapple, and I nearly failed the mongoose, but I am very glad to be back in stage 3. And stage 3, of course, been here twice, and I'm hoping to get to the cliffhanger again. But I'm already happy enough just to be back here again.
Beating stage 2 was surprisingly nice considering this tournament. I didn't really expect to clear that. Stage 3, it's rough. I failed the tightrope last tournament. I failed the cliffhanger a couple of times. I'm worried about those 2 obstacles the most, and the last obstacle as well. But I hope somehow, like Tournament 20, while being sick, I can get to the final. But we'll see how it goes.
All right, here we go. 4 left here on the 3rd stage. First them to go. Oh, he's doing the Hunter intro. Hopefully Hunter doesn't file a copyright or anything like that. Yeah. Oh, and the shot too. I was going to say Hunter always does the shots too. But yeah, Pedro here for this big 10th run. Oh my goodness, there's some lag there, I think. I don't think he was that close to the edge, but that was a little scary there as he is taking on the discus maze. 7 obstacles, no time limits. He's got a couple goons there, it looks like, on the out of bounds areas, but he's through the 2 towers. Oh, the other guy fell off as he makes the first drop. Save jumps, he's good. Oh wow, that sword that was on there just fell. It was kind of like a feather. That was kind of crazy. Oh, he makes the 2nd drop though, and now the big jump up to the 9th. Pedro is through that. Now, last time he was here, the 2nd obstacle was the Infinity Rings. That obstacle was then removed in Tournament 27, and the ball for this. The 2nd obstacle, the Tightrope of Terror, got moved to this point, and this will be Petrillo's first time taking on this obstacle. And he mounts it, and he will begin his attack. Again, this obstacle took out Joey in the last tournament. You really can't go too fast on it. You risk falling off the back. You gotta just keep good pace while also keeping it centered. So far, Petrillo looking good. Again, all these planks got widened slightly. 8, 4, and 2 feet wide from 6, 3, and 1.5 in the past. So far, Petrillo looking in good control. Now he's into the red section. It's now at this point where there's also, you gotta make sure you keep it centered, but you also just gotta make sure you see that dismount coming so you can then jump onto the support pole. And he's done that beautifully. Well done. Save jump there for good measure. Jump up to the 2nd one and the 3rd. All right, those poles. I tell you what, they're really not hard jumps, but they're stressful. You don't want to throw away a stage 3 on just some basically poles between obstacles, but they're they're there for a reason to get you between those obstacles. So yeah, fight me on that. All right, Swap Winder, Pedro with a good save jump there on the first corner. Big transfer here. The first one is good. He made that with room to spare. Gets the second corner. Pedro gets the second one. Save jump there. Not as clean, but good. Gets around the corner on number 3. Third big transfer. Gets it. Petrillo gets around the third corner. He's further than anyone went last tournament. He beats the obstacle. And for the first time in what feels like forever, we will see somebody attempt the Ultra Giga Cliffhanger. First time in 2 tournaments, but, you know, chronologically it's like a year. But, yeah, very excited to see Petrillo get to this point, and he has taken his time, sizing it all up, getting you 30-second rest timers between obstacles. So, yeah, Petrillo's probably going to keep moving here. Yeah, don't want to avoid any angry course hosts and or DQ threatening situations. So yeah, he's on to that. Makes first lateral transfer, the first upward one, and now dropping down to the 4th, going right across for the first crazy jump up to the 5th, up to the 6th, and now the first moving ledge. 4-second windows, like I said. Go up for 4 seconds, and then down for 4 seconds. Rinse and repeat. He's got to time it up. Petrillo times that pretty well, and now the first corner wrap. Pedro, save jump. He is good. He's on the second face of the cliffhanger. And now he's to the shin jump. It's been made much tougher since he beat this in tournament 26. Pedro, save jumps at the back edge of it, but he still makes it. And now these 2 upward jumps. First one is good. Taking his time, getting as far back as he can to get himself some real estate to make the second one. Petrillo, now the big drop down. And yes, he gets it. All right, he now has the second crazy jump, or the second moving ledge, and this big crazy jump down to it. I guess it's the 3rd crazy jump, but either way, Pedro taking some time, getting the sequence down. Again, 4 seconds each way. Pedro taking his time. This jump's been made a little tougher since he beat it in tournament 26. Just trying to size it up here. See when he decides to go. He is taking his sweet time. Again, no time limit once you're on the obstacles. All right, he's going to double jump it. Go for it. Wow, he mistimed it, but he still made it. He had so much speed and momentum. Doing the run-in-the-wall double jump similar to what Joey does, but now he's got 1 jump to go to beat this cliffhanger. Come on, Pedro. He's failed this jump in the past. Going for it. Pedro save jumps it, and he gets it. Pedro beats the cliffhanger again. That is awesome to see. It's been made so much tougher since the last time he tried it, but it's still no match for him. Well done. He is back to the spike wheels where tournament 26, he got disqualified on the very last jump of the obstacle. He knows what he needs to do. Come on, Pedro. He makes that first wheel no problem, but it's these even numbered wheels that are the problem points. Gonna go for the skip from peg 1 to 4 on the second wheel, perfectly fine. Up to the 5th. Sizing it up, going for the 6th. He hits the pole! No! Petrillo is out on the spike wheels again. This obstacle continues to take down competitors. And that was just such a good run, though. Worth celebrating. Just a big bounce back tournament for Petrillo. He's kept his stage 1 streak alive. Finally broke through stage 2, though. That, and then getting by this cliffhanger. That crazy jump was beautiful. That corner jump, just a perfect save jump there to make it around. But as you can see here, jumping up here for the 6th peg, he bounces into the pole, gets knocked off to the side, and can't make it up to that 6th peg. Tough break for Pedro.
Oh! Tapped his hat. That was a beautiful run.
That was a gorgeous run.
Really worth celebrating for Petrillo, and hopefully he can build on this. You know, he looks like he's back to the man that really was the biggest threat to achieve total victory in Era 3. He's definitely back to a similar form, and that is awesome to see, as we now have number 44, Smokey Massacre, here as well for the 10th time, seeking a return trip to the final stage. Smokey, first things first, is these discuses. He's failed the discus throw twice in the past, so not to be overlooked. As he goes for the first drop, save jump, he's good. Now gonna go for the second one, save jump, and he's good there. Jumps up to the 9th, and will now take on the tightrope. Smokey shooting sporadically. Oh, he's picking up a little bit in aggression, but so far he's hanging in there, looking good. He's in the yellow section. Shooting it. Oh my goodness! Wow, he fell way back. He had a similar issue to what we saw from Joey last time, but he was able to save jump forward. Beautiful awareness to keep it together. Nearing the end now, Smokey gets the pole, and he is through. Wow, that was a little suspect there. Maybe just a little bit too fast. Hard to say how that happened, but either way, he was able to survive and advance. Very fitting for March. I digress. Smokey now onto the swap winder. Gets that first corner round. Now onto the second one. Smokey's never failed this obstacle before. Beat it in tournament 25 to get to the final, and then he beat it again in tournament 27. Gets the third corner. Taking his time. Setting up these jumps. And for the fourth. He's gotten it. One more to go. Smokey lands it. Well done. One more to go. Oh, a little close in the dismount, but he is through. And he is back to the obstacle that took him out in tournament 27, the Ultra Giga Cliffhanger. I forget where he failed actually in 27 on this obstacle, but either way, Smokey hoping to get through this obstacle for the first time. It's the first lateral jump. Now the first upward jump. For the drop to the fourth. Crazy jump to the fifth is good. Jump up to the sixth, and now the first. Oh, he drops his sword. I don't know if he meant to do that or not, but yeah, the first moving ledge. He's got to time it up here. He's gonna wait one more cycle. I don't know if he's thrown off by the sword drop or what he's doing here, but just gotta make sure you time it up right. Alright, he gets across. A little bit of a slide there, but that's fine. Now the first corner round. Smokey, save jumps. He gets that. Big jump here to the diagonal ledge to set up the shin jump. This has been very difficult. Smokey goes for it. Save jump. He is good. Really well done there. Now, these two upward jumps. These ledges are so small. Just got to get perfect distance, height, accuracy. He gets the first one. The second one's a little tougher. He gets that as well. And now the drop down. Gets that with a save jump. And now the second moving ledge. Huge jump here. Can he time it right? Figure it out. He goes for it. Oh no! He comes up short. Smokey Massacre. Undone by the second moving ledge of the Ultra Giga Cliffhanger. He's down on this obstacle again. It's a great tournament for Smokey, but unfortunately here, let's see what happened. And he jumps. Wasn't the cleanest jump. He might have mistimed it ever so slightly, but just not far off. You just got to be so perfect on that jump. If you'd have jumped a little cleaner, maybe jumped a little earlier to time it better, you might have made that jump. But either way, a really good tournament for Smokey, and hopefully he can build on that in the next one. But now we have just two left, and the first of them is the Worker Meme. I had the graphic. He's the only competitor to get to this point that had not made the final. He's also the only competitor left to get to this point that is non-American, the pride of Canada. So we'll see how he goes here on stage 3 for the third time as he's up the 2 towers, dropping to the 7th, save jump there. Now gonna hit that switch, lower the block, jump to the 8th discus, save jump on that, jump up to the 9th. Is through now that he's on the ball. Now Meme taking his time here. Oh, I was going to say no shots, but he just took his first shot. And now, so far, so good, although he is taking this very cautiously. But again, there's no time limit. There's no problems with that. It's actually very impressive. He's kept the speed down on it so much. Again, it's easy with these balls and rolling objects in this game to have them get so fast. It's hard to slow them down once they get going. So good job by him just keeping it under control. So far, so good. Oh man, this cameraman's feeling really frisky today, going for a double spin around him. Either way, he is now coming up on that red section. Oh, now he's getting a little squirrely. Looks like he's hanging in there. I thought he was maybe getting a little off center there at the end of the yellow section, but he's back on course. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Just got to size up that dismount now. He stands up. He's getting ready for it. Elite is standing there on the support pole. And, oh, okay, Elite did not distract him there. He gets up and makes the 2 upward jumps to get onto the swap winder. Took him out in 27, but he beat it in 28. Hoping to get to the right side of the 50-50. He's going for the second corner. He's got it. Going for the big transfer to the third. He's got that as well. Corner jump number 3 is good. Jump over to the 4th is good. Corner jump number 4 is good, the toughest of the bunch. And now this big dismount. Smokey almost failed it. Meme makes it. Pretty clean, all things considered. And now he is on to the Ultra Giga Cliffhanger. Meme, I do remember, he failed the second upward jump in Tournament 28 last time he was here. So Meme hoping to maybe get by that to get a personal best. Would love to beat this obstacle and join Elite Company. And that would be with Elite MKB in attendance. Haha, funny. No, I'm kidding. He makes the drop down to the 4th. I think last time he full sent from 4 to 5. And he did not do that here this time around. Just playing it safe, just trying to make all the jumps. That is fine. He's now onto the diagonal ledge. And sizing up the first moving ledge. He's gotten that. Oh, save jump. He's fine. First corner. He's going to wait a cycle. That is fine. You just got to be, careful that you don't get bumped off. You just got to be kind of clinging into the wall here. He goes for the first corner. Kind of a side jump, but he is fine. He gets that. Gets onto the diagonal ledge. Like I said, this is a very difficult jump. Meme. Save jump. He is good. The 2 upward jumps now. The first one, he's good. Oh, a punch there for some reason. That's fine. The second one, he doesn't get it. The worker of Meme out on the same jump he failed in Tournament 28. All that hard work just to fail at the exact same point. That's got to be disappointing, but still a very solid tournament. And yeah, he's putting up quite a resume to start his career. But this takes us to the last man standing, Joey Davis. I haven't even mentioned this gamer tag change again. Akaria, again, I don't know where he comes up with this stuff and why he spends the money to do it. But either way, he is hoping to do better than last time. First things first, he gets a save jump there on that 7th discus. Oh my, that was very scary on that 8th one. Almost came off, kind of landed the front of it, but a good save jump. Obviously, we've heard Joey's hatred of the discuses in the past. They almost came back to get him there, but he's now onto this obstacle that took him out last time, the tightrope of terror. And this is a different technique, much better. We saw last time how he was just full steam ahead. He's just taking sporadic shots. You can see him actually reloading his pistol quite a bit. Yeah, so he's taking like one shot and reloading. Interesting technique. I don't know if it's his way to... Whoa! Early dismount. I didn't know if that reloading thing was his way to time it out. But either way, Joey Davis passed the obstacle that got him last time. He's now onto the swap winder. This obstacle's gotten him twice in the past, but he's beaten it multiple times since then, including when he got total victory. Whoa, almost short of that third one. Gets the third corner round. He's moving pretty good on this. Gets the 4th. Corner jump number 4, a save jump. He's fine. Ooh, a little close. Dismount is good. Joey Davis now makes his way to the Ultra Digger Cliffhanger. It's taken him out the last 2 times he's tried it. He beat it in Tournament 26, though, en route to the final stage. First crazy jump is fine. So far, so good. Smooth sailing to this point. First moving ledge, sizing it up, timing it. Got it. Well done. Corner wrap number 1. Got it. Jump over to the diagonal ledge, the shin ledge. He's going to go from pretty close to the top. Save jump. He gets the distance necessary. Well done. He gets the first one. This jump just took out Meme. He gets the second one. Drop down now. And this is the jump now that just took out Smokey. Pedro is able to beat it with his technique, running into the wall, going for it. A little bit better timing from Joey. Well done there. He lands it. And now going quickly for the final jump, and he's gotten it. And Joey Davis, for the first time since Tournament 26, is on to the back half of Stage 3, and he is not messing around. Cameraman can't even keep up with him as he's already through the first wheel, the spike wheels. Going for that skip. Oh, save jump there on that 4th peg. Gets to the 5th. This is the jump that took out Petrillo. Joey gets it. Another first place for Joey. He's up to the 7th. That is the big problem jump. Those last jumps on the even-numbered wheels. He's made that. He's just got to rinse and repeat. Do that all over again. 3rd wheel is no problem. He's going to go for that skip down to the 4th peg again. He's to the 5th. Almost overshot that a little bit, but he's taking his time, lining it up, trying to get in the right spot to set up this jump to the 6th. He's gotten it. One more big jump. Joey's got it. Well done to him. He is back to the scrambled eggs. First time we've seen it since Tournament 26. He is full sending it along. Gotta keep it perfect jumps. And he is across. Joey Davis will now attempt the Golden Road, the first person to ever try it. He hits the switch. He's got 12 seconds. He's got to go quick, but make all the jumps. This big high jump to the 3rd. Back left to the 4th. Back to the right to the 5th. He's looking good. Got to keep it up. To the 7th to dismount. He's gotten it in the time. And Joey Davis, for the 6th time, is moving on to the final stage. It is hard to believe how good this man is at beating the 3rd stage of this course. It's just truly unprecedented. Hard to just believe at this point that he just continues to just get back up after he fails and find his way to the finish line. Joey just smooth sailing all through. A little close there on that shin jump that he failed back in Tournament 28. This jump that he failed in Tournament 27, he went quickly for and got it. And then the spike wheels. He still is the only competitor to have beaten this obstacle. He's now beaten it twice, but he's now beaten this stage twice. And here we see the wall goes down, 12 seconds, so you gotta move pretty urgently, but again, execute all the jumps. And so he took his time here on arguably the toughest jump of it, the high jump up from 2 to 3, and then kept the speed up from there onwards to the 5th, down to the 6th, and then took his time to set up these 2 jumps in a row, 6 to 7, and then the dismount. Good way to do it, and he lands it right before it started going back up. Joey Davis will be attempting the final stage yet again, hoping to get some revenge from what happened in Tournament 26.
That's number 6, baby.
Oh my god.
Number 6 on this course, 20 overall. Oh my lord. Finally, I got a final. It took a year. Oh my lord. Tournament, this anniversary tournament's why I'm sick, dude. I'm telling you, you're lucky for me. That's my first final in a year.
Well, Joey Davis, we've been here before, 5 of the 6 times. Joey Davis alone clearing stage 3. We had Meme and Smokey go down at the Cliffhanger, and Pedro with a phenomenal run went down on the spike wheels. But now we are back to this mammoth final stage. Took Joey down before, has he learned his lessons, figured out what to do. It all starts with the supermarket tower, this hodgepodge of just staple obstacles from this course's past are back now on the final stage. You got 3 supermarkets and 2 mini castle walls you got to climb up. Once you get to the end, you jump on that pole and jump onto the switchback ledges that took out Joey last time he was here. Make all the jumps up, and then you're onto the cubic chaos. Slightly different than before. You got those 2 gray squares that you jump from tower to tower. From that second gray one, you jump to the gold one, and then jump your way up to the top. If you hit the buzzer within 2 minutes and 5, Joey will become a 2-time grand champion.
I just gotta open up and say it. This is the most undeserving final stage I've ever had in this course, or just any course period for that matter. I get it, like being sick, twice now getting to the final is kind of interesting and a weird coincidence. But how the hell am I supposed to beat this final? Like, just look at it. It's too hard. There's no way. I'm failing the castle wall part. I don't know. I'm gonna try, but I'm just happy to be here. And yeah, let's go.
Well, the buzzer awaits Joey Davis, but he is a long way away. We did not hear a whole lot of confidence, but he is hoping to push his way through. He did a very long intro here with Snaz and Flame rooting him on, hoping to see a second total victory here for Joey Davis. But 2 minutes and 5, it will go quick. Gotta execute. Come on, Joey. He is off. We have a better lighting package here on the supermarket tower, which is good. Thank goodness after last time he was in pitch black. All right, but he's moving good. Again, you want to be shooting for about under 20 seconds per supermarket as he's to the 6th wall, the 7th wall, and the 8th wall. About 20 seconds there. Not horrible. All right, he's on this first castle wall, jumping up to the second peg, and he comes up short, and the tournament is over just like that. Oh, you flame there. The security team is doing a horrible job. Okay, he just showed Joey up and then flies over the 3rd peg. All right, that just shows how hard this castle wall is. The castle wall was such a difficult obstacle before on stage 3, and now it is on a timed stage, and it's so easy when you're just thinking about all the jumps you have to do to rush it, and Joey just rushed into it, kind of sprints off of it, and just gets no lift.
Nice.
Nope. I took my time too.
I was about to say, I'm just asking, Irish. After the update, did you test that? Oh, never mind. Flame just did it like it wasn't even. Whatever, Flame.
It's not my worst final attempt ever. That went about exactly how I expected it to. Getting to stage 4 though in this tournament, anniversary tournament once again, that's always great. Being sick and doing it, that's just ironic. Having Snaz and Flame here is always nice, giving me support. And yeah, I tried to go somewhat faster to the supermarket. I've never been the quickest at it. And the castle wall is just hard, especially under a time limit. And I failed, but got my 6th final, which is a lot. And well, now I just gotta get told victory. There's no excuses going forward. I have to win again.
Well, even with that early exit, an incredible tournament for Joey Davis, an incredible anniversary tournament. We saw a lot of success. 15 stage 1 clears, 4 getting to stage 3s, and Joey once again getting to the final. But this final is so difficult, and the question is, will anyone else be able to get to this final next time? Maybe be able to figure it out and become a grand champion? Those are questions for the future. I appreciate you all watching and can't wait to see you next time here on Irish Warrior.